Topping today's news, 2 people killed in an early morning traffic accident on East Street. Police take more than 10 guns and over 500 rounds of ammunition off the streets over the weekend. A man shot to death on Market Street earlier today, and the PLP now accepting applications for potential candidates to replace the late Obie Wilscombe in West Grand Bahama and Bimini. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jcn News. This is your JCN Evening News. It is a pleasure to have you join us. A traffic accident in the early hours this morning has claimed the life of 2, a male and a female, both whom police have yet to identify. The fatalities occurred sometime around 2 a.m. on East Street South near the Calvary Deliverance Church and involved 4 people, all believed to be in their early 30s. A 2007 Mitsubishi vehicle with a lone male driver and a Yamaha motorcycle with 3 occupants operated by a male collided head-on. Officer in charge of the Police Road Traffic Department, Chief Superintendent David Lockhart, provides these details on scene.
On arrival at the scene, officers discovered a vehicle and a motorcycle crash. As a result of that crash, 3 persons, 1 motorcyclist and 2 pillions on a 150 Yamaha motorcycle were seriously injured. As a result of those injuries, 2 persons were pronounced lifeless on the scene. The 3rd person was transported to hospital. The single male occupant of the vehicle was transported to hospital. His condition, along with the 1 female pillion of the motorbike, was transported to hospital also. Their conditions are unknown at this time.
While he could not say what caused the accident, Chief Superintendent Lockhart says speed may have been a factor.
As always, we are saying to persons, please adhere to all the traffic rules and regulations as it pertains to the road traffic laws and regulations. We cannot emphasize that when persons are traveling at the night, to ensure that you are adhering to all the rules. That is, that you have on your seat belts, you have on your headlights, that you obey all the traffic rules.
These deaths are the 42nd and 43rd traffic fatalities for 2023. In 2022, there were over 6,000 traffic accidents and 59 traffic fatalities here in country. Police were called to the scene of a shooting on Market and DeVoe Street shortly after 2 p.m. this afternoon, where a male reportedly was shot to death. Police say the victim, who was wearing an ankle monitoring device, was on bail for murder. According to JCN's records, this is the 79th murder for the year. This shooting incident comes on the heels of at least 3 murders in the Chippenham area last week, including 2 shootings and a stabbing death. We'll have more details on this latest shooting in a later report. In news from the crime front, police arrested 4 men in 2 separate incidents over the weekend. In the first instance, police and immigration officers seized an illegal firearm and a quantity of ammunition, which resulted in the arrest of a 44-year-old male. The suspect's home on Ackland Street in Coconut Grove was searched shortly after 11 a.m. on Friday by anti-gang and firearms unit, along with immigration officers. The search led to the discovery of more than 20 live rounds of ammunition. Officers then searched a green Honda Civic vehicle where a pistol that contained a quantity of ammunition was also discovered. Meantime, 3 men on Grand Bahama, a 56, a 44, and a 43-year-old from Miami, were arrested for alleged possession of 9 weapons and a large quantity of ammunition. Their arrest occurred sometime around 2 p.m. when officers from the Central Intelligence Bureau, the Drug Enforcement Unit, the Anti-Gang and Firearms Unit, and the Rapid Response Unit, while conducting Operation Locked and Loaded, searched an apartment complex on Hearn Lane, where officers discovered 3 assault rifles and 6 pistols, along with nearly 500 rounds of ammunition. Now, prior to this incident, several young men were able to evade Drug Enforcement Unit officers while in Coral Gardens, that's in Grand Bahama. Upon searching the area from where the men fled, officers discovered 2 vacuum-sealed packages containing suspected marijuana, along with a handgun. Investigations into all of these matters continues. from the courts. The son of former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis, Jamil Minnis, a gynecologist, and two women appeared in the magistrate's court today on abortion charges. According to prosecution, on September 4th, Dr. Minnis reportedly intentionally caused a 15-year-old to abort a fetus on Harbour Island. Dr. Minnis, 43 years old, was charged along with the two women. All three were denied bail and will return to court on December 16th for a service of a voluntary bill of indictment. Just recently, there were at least two reported cases on Harbour Island where two adult males were charged for having unlawful sexual intercourse with the victims. In each case were 15-year-old females. However, it is unconfirmed if these cases are connected to the alleged abortion. And finally in this segment, as anticipation continues to grow regarding the impending West Grand Bahama and Bimini by-election, Progressive Liberal Party Chairman Fred Mitchell, who is also the Minister of Foreign Affairs, announced on Monday that potential candidates seeking the PLP's nomination can now apply.
In short order, we will meet the F&M on the battlefield. They have a problem. They are staring defeat in the face, and the question for Michael Pintard is what to do, to run or not to run. That is the question, whether to run and be defeated and then have Hubert Minnis say that Michael Pintard is a political failure, or not run and have Hubert Minnis say that Michael Pintard is a chicken.
Meanwhile, on the weekend, the PLP chairman placed the spotlight on the official opposition and the decision the Free National Movement has to make in regards to contesting the West Grand Bahama and Bimini seat or not.
In short order, we will meet the F&M on the battlefield. They have a problem. They are staring defeat in the face, and the question for Michael Pintard is what to do, to run or not to run. That is the question, whether to run and be defeated and then have Hubert Minnis say that Michael Pintard is a political failure, or not run and have Hubert Minnis say that Michael Pintard is a chicken.
Chairman Mitchell then turned his attention to the voting populace of West Grand Bahama and Bimini, the constituency, offering them and PLPs this bit of advice.
In the meantime, I encourage all transferees, new voters, that is those who turned 18 since the general election or moved to the area since the general election, to go get registered if you live in West Grand Bahama or Bimini. PLPs, be ready, because the process of selections for candidates will begin shortly. The Constitution will be followed to the T. We expect that a fit and proper person will be chosen as a nominee, and when elected will bring a fresh perspective and energy to the constituency. In the meantime, let's try and decide whether or not to name either the government complex in 8 Mile Rock or the school in Holmes's Rock after Obie Wilscombe.
The West Grand Bahama and Bimini seat became vacant when Minister Obie Wilscombe passed away unexpectedly. He was found unresponsive in his home on Monday, October 2nd. The by-election must be held within 21 to 30 days after that seat has become vacant. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back after these commercials.